Hare Krishna everyone, I'm Kavya Budhiraja and welcome back to Being Krishna Conscious. Today we are going to discuss a very important issue. Today we'll be discussing that one thing that we should absolutely avoid to the best of our capabilities in order to attain Sri Krishna himself, in order to progress on this path of Krishna Bhakti. So without any further delay, let us begin with this video. Imagine there's one farmer. Now, that farmer is scattering seeds all over the ground with the intention that eventually all the seeds or most of the seeds would germinate and turn into a crop which he would sell in the marketplace for his own profit. Now, while he was scattering these seeds, some of the seeds went onto that part of the ground on which birds usually come and they eat up those seeds. So, this was one set. Apart from this, some other seeds fell on that part of the ground on which there were thorny bushes. So basically, the entire area was covered by thorny bushes. And some of the seeds actually fell on certain rocks. Now let us see one by one as to what exactly will happen with each set of seeds. Now the seeds which were thrown on fertilized soil, all the conditions that they're getting, proper sunlight, proper water, and good air, so all the conditions are being fulfilled here. So eventually most of those seeds would grow into such nice crops, right? Now let us talk about those seeds which were eaten up by the birds. Now those seeds couldn't even get an opportunity to be germinated. Now what about those seeds above which there were thorny bushes? Well, we can conclude that those seeds would eventually germinate, but then they would be suffocated by those thorny bushes, which means that if the plant strives to grow, only then it would be able to pass those thorny bushes. But the question is, why are we so concerned with that seed? I mean, why am I even telling you this story? Well, in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrit, in the Madhya Leela, there's a beautiful verse which I'm sure almost every one of us must have come across at least once in our lifetimes. It is something like this: Brahmand Brahmite Kaun Bhagyavan Jeev, Guru Krishna Prasad Paye, Bhakti Lata Bij. Now, this verse means that there are millions of living entities which are Brahmand Brahmite, which are wandering in so many universes, one after the other. However, Guru Krishna Prasad Paye Bhakti Lata Bij, only that fortunate soul which has actually attained the mercy of Krishna and Sri Guru, which means if he has come in the association of a bona fide devotee of the Lord, Guru Krishna Prasad Paye, by their causeless mercy, he attains Bhakti Lata Bij, the seed of creeper of devotional service. So that Bhakti Lata Bij is actually being represented by the seed that we are talking about in this particular story. Now let us draw parallels between what we discussed and what it is being actually represented by this particular shloka. Firstly, let us talk about those seeds which actually fall on the correct place, which is the fertilized soil. See, all the conditions are being met. Now, this can be represented by the life of those devotees which are favorable towards bhakti, which means that all the arrangements are so beautifully met in their life. They're also having devotee association, they are also chanting their rounds, they're reading books regularly, they're also engaged into devotional service. So everything in their life is favorable for bhakti. Now that is one set. Now let us come to the second set of seeds which were actually eaten up by the birds, which means that that particular seed could not even be germinated in the first place. Now what does that mean? Look, all those birds, all those insects who ate up those seeds, they represent our friends. Yes. And here they specifically represent those friends who are not favorable for bhakti. For example, if you want to go to the temple, there might be certain set of friends who would come up to you and tell you, Why do you want to go to temple? Let's go to some club or something like that and let's just party. Or let's just go to some other place, to chill and do certain other things which are obviously not favorable for bhakti. Or if you want to go to Vrindavan, they'd rather tell you, let's go to Goa or let's go to any other place, right? So, in that way, you will notice that they would be the one to actually pull you down from the path of bhakti. And eventually, what will happen? Your bhakti lata beej would easily be snatched away by mere association of such people. So, those birds, those insects represent bad association. See, in no way am I saying that having friends is not good. No, we require friends. We require people from whom we can take guidance, with whom we can open up our hearts. We do require people. But then we have to be mindful as to who we really associate with. Because jaisa sang, vaisa rang. You are known by the association you keep. If you keep one bad apple in the association of all healthy apples, what will eventually happen? All those healthy apples would turn into rotten apples, right? That's exactly what happens even with our life. So we have to be extremely careful as to who we wish to associate with, because we would definitely be influenced by the type of people that we are surrounded with. So all those birds and insects, they represent that association which is not favorable for our Krishna Bhakti progress. So I cannot stress enough on how powerful association is. And if we really want to get Krishna, our Shastras clearly describe Sadhu Sange Sarva Shastre Koe, Love Matre Sadhu Sange Sarva Siddhi Hoye, which means even just a moment of association of a pure devotee can lead to Sarva Siddhi Hoye. And that's exactly what we discussed in the previous shloka, which is Brahmand Brahmite Kaun Bhagyavan Jeev Guru Krishna Prasad Pai Bhakti Lata Beej. The seed of the creeper of devotional service, we have not gotten it for free. No, it has been given to us through the mercy of Sri Guru and Sri Krishna. So if we have received it in our life, we should, keep it intact. We should keep it as if it's a precious treasure, because it is even much more than that. Golokera Premadhan Harinam Sankirtan. This Sankirtan, this Harinam Sankirtan, this congregational chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, has descended from Golok Vrindavan. Golokera Premadhan, that is even a treasure house in Golok Vrindavan. All the Gopiyas, all the Brajavasi in Nitya Golok Dham, they keep singing the glories of the Lord by this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, because this is what Srimad Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has also given us. Now, who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? He is none other than Krishna with the heart of Srimati Radharani. So this process of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra is not given by any mundane person, any person like you or me. No, it has directly descended from Sri Krishna himself. So we can understand that how potent this process is, how powerful and how crucial it is to actually realize how to attain Krishna. Now let us talk about that set of seeds above which there were thorny bushes. Now all those thorny bushes, they represent people with demonic mindsets. For example, Sri Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj is such a great devotee. However, he was constantly being stopped by his own father, Hiranyakashipu. So that constitutes demonic mentality, wherein the other person, although he's a very good devotee, although he wants to progress in Krishna Bhakti, but then this person is stopping, or this person is leaving no stone unturned in order to prevent him from doing any devotional practice. And that is what Hiranyakashipu was also doing. So, although the seed germinated, but then it was being suffocated by the thorny bushes right on top of it. But then, as we discussed, if the seed strives through it and passes through the thorny bush, there is no stopping at all. And that is exactly what Sri Prahlad Maharaj is teaching from his personal example. Although there were so many problems, there were so many hurdles, there were so many obstacles, he was being thrown off a cliff, there was a giant elephant which was sent by his father to crush him, and then we all know how Holika tried to burn Prahlad Maharaj, but in turn ended up burning herself. and how Prahlad Maharaj was made to be surrounded by so many snakes, so many poisonous snakes. But then nothing stopped Prahlad Maharaj because he was determined and he always had the association of holy name. What did Prahlad Maharaj always chant? Well, this is the pastime of Satya Yuga. So Prahlad Maharaj always chanted, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. He kept chanting this. Narsingadev definitely came, but he came towards the end. However, during the times of all these hurdles, it was the holy name of Sri Krishna that actually protected Prahlad Maharaj. Well, that is one aspect of understanding that our acharyas beautifully describe, because this is the potency of Nam. And now that we are living in the age of Kali Yuga, here Krishna himself comes in the form of his holy name. I'm not the one saying this, or nobody else says this. It is Krishna himself who says this. It is his great purest devotees who say this, because Kali Kale Nam Rupe Krishna Avatar. In the age of Kali Yuga, Krishna comes in the form of his holy name. So this is how the story of one seed represents our spiritual life, because that seed represents Bhakti Lata Bij. That Bij represents the seed of creeper of devotional service, and we need to let the creeper creep towards the top in order to realize our real identity and our relationship with Sri Krishna in order to fully attain him. Hare Krishna, Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam, Jai Jai Srila Prabhupada, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.